Hi, Sam.
So, first question, what inspired you to play basketball?
Okay, so I would say what inspired me to play basketball. I grew up in a very basketball family. Both my
Yeah.
brothers play basketball, and my parents both played basketball. So ever since I could walk, my parents had like a little like tiny Tikes hoop that we would shoot on. And then I've been playing since I was in kindergarten. So it's just kind of my family that inspired me to play.
Yeah, I kind of agree on that one. Okay. What was one of your major successes in high school, which I can already see which one it is?
Basketball related.
Yep.
Okay, so I would say probably the fact that in like our like well, my 5 year career of playing basketball with Stevens, they pulled me up to play in eighth grade, which was super awesome, and that was kind of like a big moment. And then probably just like leading, like being a part of a team that got to the state championship twice, which was super cool. And then probably the final, like one of the close successes was getting the Spirit of Sioux award just this last state tournament.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, because weren't you like the first in our first in South, or not the first in South Dakota, but you were like the first in Stevens history to ever receive something like that?
Yeah, so it was the first girl in Stevens history. So before me, there was two boys, Cooper Bowman and Steven Schaefer.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely interesting. The backstory behind that. Okay. What drove you to be successful in basketball?
Oh, I would just say the teams that I was on. I was always blessed to be on like a really driven basketball team. I was coached by some amazing people that pushed me to just do better. My mom and my brothers and my dad, they all were just kind of like really encouraging. So I would say just kind of the people that I was around kind of pushed me to be successful and want to like, we have a very competitive mindset in our family. So kind of
Yeah,
that.
I agree. Okay. Let's see here. Did you play sports when you were younger? Which that's already kind of a follow-up question to that. But did you play any different sports other than the basketball when you were younger?
I did. So we were kind of thrown into every sport. Like I did dance, I did ballet and tap when I was little,
Yep.
which, that kind of stuff. I did
Yeah.
soccer and softball and did t-ball with my brothers. I was even a tackling dummy for them for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Just kind of all those types of things. And I played volleyball as well.
That's very cool. Okay. So, what message would you leave behind for future girls who are looking to play sports in high school? And what impact would you say that this would leave on, future generations of Stevens girls or whatever?
That's a great question. So I actually spent a lot of time at the middle school with like little girls doing PE and stuff. And that's interesting. They asked me that question just like last week. So
Oh,
I would say like the biggest piece of advice that I'd have for like the younger generations is like you're definitely going to face certain things throughout like your career in sports that are going to be challenging, but it's like a lot of people are going to be tempted to just like fall into the challenge and like kind of like give in a little bit, but just sticking through with it and accepting the challenge to better you. I think like that's one of the biggest things is like use your trials to make you grow a little bit.
I definitely agree on that one. Okay, so it's here. Do you plan on playing sports in college, which we already know this one? And if so, why do you think college would benefit you?
Yeah, okay, so I plan on playing at Kearney, Nebraska, which I see you have like up
Yeah, I
behind you.
know. I
That's
was
pretty
like,
awesome.
yeah, I know. I just saw you
That's
were signed
cool.
for it, so I just had to make a little logo and background for it. So,
That's awesome. That's
yeah.
awesome. Yeah. I just think the biggest thing for college is the coaching staff. I've like talked with them and I think they're going to help me just really grow. And they also have a very like good mindset on how to grow, not only as an athletic like player, but also in life. So I think that's going to be really exciting.
Okay, very interesting. What academics do you plan on taking in college?
So I plan on getting a nursing degree and then
Hmm.
hopefully going to go to 2 more years of schooling for an NP. But I wouldn't mind doing a background in youth ministry as well. So those are kind of my two big goals. But I think nursing and specifically in pediatrics would be super cool.
I definitely agree on that one. There's a lot of interesting stuff, and you can definitely make a lot of money off that. So I can definitely agree on that one. That'd be pretty cool. Okay.
Right.
So what separates you from your competitors into getting into college?
Oh, geez. I would just say, like, I've been given so many opportunities just to, like, experience certain things. So, ever since I was in sixth grade, I've been on a traveling basketball team that we got to go to, like, Minnesota and Chicago and all these, like, amazing tournaments where coaches got to watch. And just being on a team that was super, like, driven and they, like, were just all phenomenal athletes, just kind of like brought me up to become like a better player and a better person. So I just say like being on a team and with the opportunities kind of helps separate me from maybe just people that didn't get those chances. So I would just say it's the things that I've been like blessed with and the opportunities I've gotten.
Yeah. You're very lucky. Okay. So this year, what do you think you'll be doing in 10 years?
Ooh, I would say I hope to be doing my like future dream job. Maybe a little bit of travel nursing would be like my ultimate dream, right? Travel the
Hey,
world a
yeah,
little bit.
definitely
But I'd
agree.
say, yeah, just kind of doing my job, living life, having a good time.
Yeah, okay, that's good. So what would you consider to be your biggest moment in your basketball journey?
Oh, I would just say, just like, oh, the biggest moment. I don't know. There's been so many exciting things.
Yeah.
Um, I would say like the coolest part is just this last senior year. Like so I was injured this summer and I didn't get to play my senior year in volleyball. And so like overcoming injury is probably like one of the hardest things I've had to do. And like Cade, my brother who had injuries
Yeah, I
before,
remember
like
him.
he really inspired me to just like keep pushing through and stuff like that. So when I finally was recovered and got to come back for the end of basketball season, mid of basketball season, like I think that was like one of the coolest accomplishments because like I was kind of defeated and I like kept pushing through, and so then to be able to go to the state championship and just see it all the way through to the finish was super exciting.
That's very awesome. Okay, so what or was signing a huge moment in your college, or was signing for college one of your biggest moments?
Definitely. I felt like a weight off my shoulders when I finally had signed. It took me like a long time to finally choose Kearney. I kind of knew all along that I wanted to go there, like once they had started recruiting me, but
Yeah,
it took me forever to finally be like, okay, fine, like I'll come to your guys' school. It took me like 3 years to finally say yes. So it was like super exciting to just finally have that like done and taken care of and that stress kind of off.
that's good. Okay, so what was your childhood like, just in general?
Um, my childhood, like for sports wise, was competitive. I mean, there wasn't
Yes.
any. Me and my brothers would be like calling the neighborhood kids to play tackle football in the yard. Like it was, we had boxing matches in the basement. Like my childhood life was definitely very like wild. I
Yes.
and my family's been amazing to me, and so I got to experience a lot of awesome things with them. But I love being a kid. I would go back if I could.
That's good. I'm pretty sure everyone would want to too. Okay.
Right.
So, who played an important role in your life, whether it be a parent, friend, or something, or someone who really cares about you?
Oh my gosh. So there's definitely been a lot of people that have played like huge roles in my life. I'd say like some of the main ones have been my brothers.
Yes,
So like
definitely.
just being able to like like when we play basketball and scrimmage in the driveway, they'd always double team me. So I was like, okay, fine, like I'll have
Yeah,
to figure it
okay.
out. So they're super inspiring like boys, and they're just so awesome to be around and very blessed to have them as brothers. My parents, obviously, they've just supported me the whole entire way. I've always said one of my biggest like role models is my grandpa. He is just the most amazing person that he loves on everybody. He
That's
even
good.
makes best friends with like deers and like the animals of nature. And so he's just a great all around person. I just love him.
That's awesome. Okay. So, are you excited about being an adult? You know, just going out into the world and experiencing life.
I am super excited. I will say senioritis has not hit me yet because I'm like not ready to move on. But I am super excited just for like the future and to see what it holds, and just kind of like going out on your own, I think will be kind of fun and interesting. A little bit
Yeah,
scary, but I'm excited for it.
definitely. I definitely agree on that one. Okay. So let's hear. What was your proudest achievement outside of sports?
Hmm. That's a good question. I would say probably just like it wasn't like an achievement that's like an award or anything like
Yeah,
that,
okay.
but this year because of my injury I got the opportunity to go and like really dive into my community. And so I think I go to the middle school like 3 to 6 hours every week and just make friends with the little kids there. And I think that's been like the most rewarding thing so far this senior year is just like learning over 150 kids' names by heart and just like seeing the kind of impact that the older generations can have on the younger kids. I think that's been like the most rewarding.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. So, what was your turning point in your life? If you can answer that one, it might be a little bit difficult.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I would say seventh grade. Like that seems like
Yes.
so long ago. But middle school was hard. Seventh grade, there's a lot of stuff that happened, and I was kind of like in a weird spot in my life. So I
Same
was
here. I'm
like,
pretty sure everyone is too. I had no friends back then,
yeah,
but it's definitely good
same.
to look back at it.
Right. Like all your elementary school friends weren't exactly your friends anymore, and like that
Yeah,
kind of like weird transition. So I was kind of like a weird year, and there was like all sorts of stuff happening. And I just kind of would say like that was the turning point. Like I was like, I'll make sure that I'm always nice to everybody and like all this kind of stuff. Like I learned a lot in seventh
yeah,
grade.
I can definitely agree in that. Okay, so is there is there a routine to starting your day? Just in life.
Oh, that's a good question. So
Yeah.
sometimes I sleep until 10 and then I gotta lay in bed all day.
That's nice.
That was kind of me today. But I'd say like I mostly just try to get up and like start off my day without like worrying about something. Like I think that's super important, like to start off fresh. Some people wake up and they immediately worry about like, oh, getting to school on time or worrying.
I
And
have
so I'm
really
just
bad
kind of,
anxiety, and that's just one of my things. I need to work on getting that under control, but we all have little things, so it doesn't.
I know, and I used to be just like that too. And like once you just like kind of relax in the morning, like the morning's a good time to start your day, right? So
Yeah,
that's
it's
just kind
definitely
of
can definitely agree with that
like,
one.
yeah, kind of my routine. Sometimes I'll make coffee. That's
Yeah,
just
true. I
mostly
love
my routine.
Starbucks. Okay, so um, what are you most looking forward to doing in your job?
Oh, I am most looking forward to like giving hope to little kids. So my dream would be to work in a children's hospital. Um, Colorado, I think would be amazing because I love the mountains. So I
Yeah, I
just
can definitely
like
agree.
there's so many kids out there that are in need of like hope, and working in pediatrics, I would just love to be that like one person that can be coming in and just making those connections and just like giving those kids the hope that they need when they're dealing with certain like diseases and stuff like that. That'd be my dream.
Very sad, but at the same time, we gotta help. We gotta persevere through this. Okay, so how did you gain your self confidence
I
in
think
high school?
that's a hard one because it took me a while to like finally like be like confident, I guess, if that makes sense. Like
Yep.
I would say like you're, especially in high school, you're always dealing with like outside influences. And so it's just kind of like you get peer pressured, or you like get these thoughts that like aren't your thoughts, but like from other people. And so I think it's just like when I finally hit the point where it's like my opinion is the only opinion that matters. Like I
That
don't
is
care what people
definitely
say about me. When you just like appreciate and own yourself, I think like that was like the biggest step in like getting self-confidence.
okay. So, what was your favorite Raider memory?
Oh my goodness, the whole thing. I have like so many memories, and after the like last basketball game we ever played, like I just sat there and I just like relived every moment. I think my greatest memory though, like alone, would probably just be like being on the basketball team, being on the volleyball team. Like school's great, but like my sports were just my like family. And so just like getting to experience those like different trials and triumphs with my teammates, and like each one was like individually perfect. And I think that's been the greatest memories of all.
Yeah. Okay. So, also here's one of my questions from my mom, and she wanted to ask you, what is your favorite song? It's kind of a
Oh,
little bit
my
weird, but
favorites. Yeah.
yep.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I'd say, oh my, I have way too many songs that are my favorite. Um, I love Quinn. So like my pump up
Yeah.
songs are like Quinn XCI, or however you say his last name. I
Yep.
don't really know which one would be my favorite of his. I used to really like the song Tough, because if
Oh
you
yeah,
need some
good one.
inspiration, that's the one
Yeah,
to go to. But I'm not really
definitely.
sure.
Alrighty. Well, yeah, it was nice talking to you, and we're hopefully gonna have many more opportunities to speak in the future. But otherwise, I do
Yeah.
gotta say thank you for coming on today, and I'll see you in the future. All right, we'll see you
Yes.
later.
Well, thank you, Sam.
Yeah.